Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another live AMA session of Blockchain Army, the leading media agency on the space that aim to promote the adoption of blockchain technology for a lot of projects. So today I'm Kristen and I'll be the host. And as usual, we are broadcasting from our YouTube channel. So if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications for other videos that are coming up. And we are hosting two interesting giveaways today. The first one is the pre-live giveaway, and the second one is the in-live giveaway. So I'll explain briefly what those two are. The first one is where I'll pick five lucky winners by the end of this live, and the second one is usually known as the community Q&A section, and that's where I'm gonna pick five questions slash comments from our live chat, and the total reward of those two will be $200. Today, we are welcoming the CTO of Adroverse as the guest for our live MA. So let's welcome him.
Hello everyone.
Hi. Yeah, so would you like to say a little greeting and like a little introduction about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Marcus. Actually, my name Fan, right? But for easier communication, let call me, Marcus. Actually, I'm a CTO of the Adroverse project, and I'm the architect of the whole system, right? I work in the software industry for a long time already, more than 25 years, design a big system, right? And now we are going to build, another big project, a play to earn game, a metaverse. We call it Adroverse.
Great. What a quite an introduction, isn't it? So would you like to explain for our viewers today, what is the concept of Adroverse and what's like the mission of this project?
Okay. So actually, Adroverse is a decentralized multi-chain project. We are building a metaverse, right? That evolves continuously, and we apply, the most modern technology and economic governance framework, ensuring a sustainable platform for many kinds of decentralized games and applications. Actually, at Adroverse, we built a series of video games with blockchain and NFT technology. Starting with the beautiful 3D CCG game. CCG, it's collectible card games, right? And we not only games, we also build a decentralized, crowd economy that with a next generation functional interactive NFT system that bring NFT token to life. Greatly enhancing the efficiency and utility, usability. And Adroverse games, have many different and very unique feature that I hope that you can try yourself later, right? But there is one more thing that I want to highlight. We have very unique economic design. Actually, we have an autonomous economy built by gamers for gamers. One example, in our economy, that we will redistribute, about 80% of all our revenue back to players' community, via different reward mechanisms, right? So, at least come to Adrovers, you can be sure that there is a big rewards waiting for you in Adrovers. So it's some description about our Adrovers project.
Great. Yeah. So next up, I would like to know what has brought the whole team of you come together and form the idea of Adroverse, and like how many members are there that has been and are still paying contribution to this project?
Okay. So actually we start. almost 1 year ago, right? Actually, we our team members, own a experienced technical guru, right? We work in blockchain industry. I mean that in crypto market, right? For mostly 5 years already. And about 1 year ago, right? We realized that you know blockchain, applying blockchain into a game industry could be a very disruptive innovation. And then we decided to form a team, and our team, grow quite fast. Actually, now we have almost 70 people working on this project, and we have, very strong core team, right, with many gurus, with rich experience in every phase of the project, from ideation to game design, system design, game development, marketing, and even game operation, right? For example, me myself, right? I'm an ex CTO of the largest software company in Vietnam, and I have more than 25 years of experience on software development. In the creative and game design department, we have a design director, right, who belongs to very very first group of professional game designers in Vietnam. He has more than 15 years designing games, and he has he even he even Google developer write about his team 10 years ago, right? 7 years ago. Our 3D and graphic design department, it's full of expert of international level expert, right? Many of them work for Riot, Tencent. They create beautiful character and graphic for League of Legend. I think League of Legend, right? Or Arena of Valor, for example.
Mm.
And we work in blockchain technology for almost 5 years already, and we done many big crypto project in DeFi, crypto and DeFi project, many big project. And even with our operation, I mean, lift off division, right? We have a very first generation game operating officer who distributes and operate many famous and extremely successfully MMORPG game in Vietnam, right? Maybe back 8 or 9 years ago. Uh, and we are also honor, to have many strong backer and partners. They not only invest financially, but they also support and work closely with us in many area, like especially in marketing, campaign, and community building activity. For example, blockchain army. So some let's some info about our team, right?
Right.
Adroverse team.
Yeah. So, we've heard a lot about like the huge and like giant backers and team members of Adroverse. So together, you guys have built up this whole model of Adroverse, project. So what can you say about like the USBs or usually or known as the unique selling point of
Mhm.
Adroverse to, attract more new users to come to the playground?
Okay, so I don't know. It can be called USB or not, right? But let me
Mm,
describe some. I mean, highlight some feature, some
right.
special feature of the
Mm-hmm.
Adroverse project, Adroverse
Mm-hmm.
games. Right? Actually, we as you can see in the intro trailer that that you saw, at the beginning of this session, right? We are aiming to build, let's say, a glass, game, right? We want to balance between play and earn, not only focus on earning like many play to earn games on the market now.
Mm, right.
So we invest a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort, to build beautiful and 3D CCG game. We try to bring real gaming experience to our audience, and along with the gaming experience, we are building play to earn, right, game. So we have to talk about earning, and one of the we are confident that we have a very special economic design in our games, our video games, right? We believe that if a game want to go for a long time, right? So the economic design, it's a very very critical component that we should care about. And we have we develop a very different economy, in-game economy. We have a kind of our NFT, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
not a typical NFT, like in most of the games, NFT games
Mm-hmm.
right now. Our NFT has its own lifetime, its own lifespan, right? It's mean that after some time, or maybe after several usage, the NFT could be retire. I mean that yeah, yeah, could it become inactive in the game.
Mm-hmm.
The characters, the assets, have to be retired, after some time, after some use, so several use, thousands use. And this mechanism we call it asset consumption, right? Asset consumption mechanism. So with our game, right? We we uh, we don't care. We don't have to worry about the overpopulation. The inflation of the NFTs and in-game currency. So we have some very different design. And then one of the unique feature, right, that we I mentioned it. We have a very attractive reward schema, and we redistribute, almost, own the revenue of the game, 80% of the own revenues, right? We try to redistribute, back to the community via reward. So we plan to have, a kind of jackpot reward, and it could be very big. Every month could be 40K USDT, maybe 50K of USDT per month, right? And if and even we have an accumulative mechanism that if this month, right, no one win a jackpot, so the jackpot not disappear, right? The jackpot will
Mm-hmm.
be accumulated to next month, right? So maybe next
Right.
month, second month, maybe you have 100K
Wow.
USDT price, and it's really really big number. And it's a way we we marketing our game, right? We try to attract people to come to play the game, and we have a free to play mode. It's mean that you can play the game for free. You can stake some governance token to get free NFT and start playing the game for free. But even playing for free, you still can have chance to get a jackpot, you know 50K per month. And many more different feature, right? But I think that I hope you can we try to deliver the more detailed information to you through our in channels like website, social media, and I really hope you into you can try yourself later after we release our game.
Yeah, maybe guys, like get your chance and join Adroverse and experience the gameplay yourself. And that will be like the best way. Yeah, that would be like the best way to get the answer for your own question. So for for our next topic, I think a lot of investors would love to hear about this. So how would you distribute your tokenomics? Like how many percents would be sent to the marketing fee, and how many would be to the team? How many would be to the community? Can you send us some details about that?
Sure, but I think it should be in the white paper, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, but okay, I have tokenomically sheets in front of me. So actually, we have a total of 9 funds. We have only two fundraising fund for round, right? It's a private sale and public sale, and for we issue 1 billion of the government token, and that we reserve 16% for private sales, 2% for public sale, right? We have you know uh, 29% for incentive and ecosystem building. For team, we reserve 15% only. For liquidity staking, market maker and liquidity pool incentive, we reserve 5%. For marketing activity, 11%. For for development, for the game development, for the metaverse development, right? We reserve 15%. For advisor, we have 3%, and we reserve 4%. For any case, this is our token allocation, and we can send the if you want to look at the number, right? I think you can try to look at our white paper, the link on the homepage at Adroverse.
Yeah. So, guys, you heard it. If you would like to look into details and numbers about this, you can search it up on their website on Adroverse white paper as well for more details. So, yeah, just keep following up. And Marcus, I would love to hear your answer about this question as well. So, um, how would you secure the safety for for your system and for your users' wallet in Adroverse?
If you're asking me about the fund, safety, right? So we are experienced blockchain developers. So we wrote many smart contracts for other projects already, and for our
Mm-hmm.
own project, for our own game project, right? We uh,
Mm-hmm.
we have a lot of we write a lot of smart contract, to control the distribution of the fund, the private sales, public sale fund, and so on, right? And our smart
Mm-hmm.
contract, certified, it's audit and verified by CETIC and
Mm.
VeriChain. It's a very famous name in security uh, area.
Yeah, certainly. Um,
Uh, yes, let's, Christian.
yeah. So, how about like the roadmap of your business going? So, have what kind of like achievements have you guys gained so far, and how are you guys following on the roadmap, and
Okay.
what is your like upcoming goals in the next chapter of Adroverse?
Okay. For a long-term roadmap, we've been on our white paper too, right? But I think you care about short term. I mean that for the next 2 or 3 quarter of
Mm-hmm.
the project. So
Mm-hmm.
let me share some detailed information about our coming soon, roadmap, right? It's mean
Sure.
that we have a schedule to IDO, to IDO and list our token, in the middle of February. It's Valentine Day, right? 13 and yeah, 14 of January, and then we
Mm-hmm.
will list, 1 day later, 15 February, we will list on our token in PancakeSwap. Okay, but right after IDO, right? As I mentioned, we have a program to for community to get free NFT.
Mm.
I mean that it's really to get free NFT, to play, right? Uh, it's you just need to have some to get some governance token, some IDR token, right? And then you can stake, small amount for about 7 days, and then you get a pack of cards, for free. Own the card, it's in it's represent on in NFTs, right?
Wow,
And
so basically it's staking to earn the NFT, isn't it?
yes, but
Gotcha.
yeah, yeah. Most basic NFT can be earned free by just taking small amount of the government tokens, right?
Uh-huh.
We still have some we still get some fee for premium pack,
Oh.
and legendary pack. I mean that higher pack that you can get better card. You can get very rare, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so on, right?
Yep.
And the staking for NFT program, will continue for about maybe 3 or 4 weeks, right? Then after that, we that to develop a class, 3D games, right? Take time, effort, resource, money. We don't
I know.
want we don't want our communities to wait for long. So
Yeah.
we develop a kind of mini game, right? Because
Mm.
we are aiming to build a metaverse, and in a metaverse, this is not only one game, right? We have we will develop many games, but they can use common NFT that one NFT in Adroverse can use in different in many game, right? In Adroverse, so we develop a kind of 3D 2D mini games. Now the still collectible card game, but we seem more simple rules, more simple play mechanism, but it's a full playable game. And we will release the game right after the staking program. It's mean that in around middle of March,
Mm.
you can play the game, and you can get big reward on the day. I promise. S- and we will organize many season. So for the mini game, right, we will have the first season of 3 months, right, and after 3 months, we release the big game, the 3D game, and again, many big rewards, waiting for you
Right.
to get.
Right.
So this
Yeah,
is,
you guys clearly have a lot of interesting and a lot of like exciting programs for user to interact to join. And I think that's really like a plus for a new project for like marketing side and also to grow community. And yeah, I think you guys can do very well on that in the future as well. So, I think we pretty much, touch base a lot of like topics and a lot of features about the project. And next up, I would like to move on to the community Q&A section. Since we have um, a lot of like curious users that want to ask the dev team here. So we'll start with the first question, shall we? This person asks to interact with the metaverse game. The game token will be used. What does the notion of metaverse mean to you at Adroverse, and how have you implemented it into the platform?
So I don't understand quite clearly, right? From Vani, right?
Mm-hmm.
Question on the game token use. That's the notion. I actually I'm not uh, understand the question, clearly, right? But let me
Um,
explain about the token system, right?
sure.
So
Okay.
okay, so we will have actually we are building an autonomous economy, right? So we have at least two kind of tokens. One government tokens, and the second it's a kind of in-game currency. It's a token too, right? But
Mm-hmm.
it's act like a currency in games, right? And the government tokens, we have a limited supply, 1 billion tokens, right? And the in-game currency token, it's uh, I mean that it's infinite supply number, and but we have a kind of a little bit different mechanism to control and to generate the in-game currency, right? Actually, you know that we build trading cards game, and and you know in comparison, we are different from the other play to earn game. Is that every card in our system, right? They have their own lifetime, and during the whole lifetime of every character, every card, right? We we want way we want to know the maximum of the currency of the in-game currency that card can produce, during the whole lifetime. So and the number of cards it's issues. I mean that we issue the cards, in limited number too. Every card, right? We have a predefined, number of issuance. So the total of the card, for example, for the mini game, right? We are trying to we plan to issue around 2 millions of cards, and every card, during the whole line, right, can generate, a maximum limited amount of the in-game currency. So that way, right, the maximum total of the in-game currency can be calculated, and it's a little bit different from the other game that we don't have to worry about the inflation of the in-game currency. So this is some explanation about our token system that we use, that we implement, in our metaverse. and games. I hope that it can answer somehow the question from Bani.
Yeah, thank you for the response, and I think that a lot of users would be satisfied by your answer as well. So, for the next question, came from Emily. What big collaborations do you plan to leverage, or what other measures do you have in mind to bring your product out to the general public, especially non-crypto users?
Uh, okay. Actually, I don't know. We prepare. I mean, that we connect to some of the traditional game guilds already, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, we can call it a big collaboration or not, but we really prepare, for this issue, for the point that you want to attract, traditional gamer to the play to earn field, right? Uh, so you know it's big or not. How to measure it? I don't know, how to answer this question, right? But we really, I mentioned from the very first, from the very beginning of the session, right? And we are trying to balance between the play and earn, right? And it's mean that
Mm-hmm.
we really want to attract, traditional gamer to play our game, and then
Right.
to retain them, by price, by reward, and by real, value. So yes, we have a plan, to we really have a plan, to widen, our audience, our gamer community. Big or not, I don't know, right?
Yeah, but you guys surely have, a roadmap ahead to, to move forward. And I already see that the name of Adroverse have reached quite a lot of like space in this industry already. And I think
Really?
that's a very good start. Yeah.
Okay, happy to hear.
For For the third question, so this person, Alfredo Michelle, asks, the current game market is quite bleak and there may be a downtrend in the future. Is the team prepared for the project to still develop well during this time? Yeah, I think this
Oh,
question is, yeah, it's
interesting
quite a hard
question.
one.
It's a point question, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
it sure is.
okay. So let me try to answer the question, right? Actually,
Okay.
for the very first time, for very first day that we started our project, right? We uh,
Mm-hmm.
we are thinking about a long-term project. You know, building a metaverse. It's not ending after the IDO, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
prepare for a very very long road ahead, and and uh, and we believe that the real value of the of our project, right, will shine, after we have, good good games, good product, release a very interesting game to the market, and attract, many players, to play our games. So and this day, it's not now, it's not this spring. I think, maybe at the end of this year, right, we can
Mm-hmm.
prove to the world that, the Adroverse games at work project, very very uh, interesting and very very worth to play and to invest. So so the market, go up and down, right?
Yeah.
But the good project will shine, eventually. So we sure that we will try to close the door and continue, the the game development, right? And
Hmm.
at certain moment, I mean that I think that we will get the value back for us, and for the holder, who believe
Investors.
in us
Yeah.
and our project. So sure, we sure that we will deliver the best we can. No matter the market, is down or up.
Right. Yeah, since a lot of like infra projects and NFT are being built up each day, and I think it's important how you guys focus on the products and make it as like the best value and the best quality, so that it can stay in the market for a very long time. Um,
and
yeah,
and we're really confident that we can deliver what we promise, and it worth to wait,
yeah.
worth to hold.
Yeah, I think as long as you guys still build for the best, and I think your project will last forever, maybe even.
We I hope to.
Um, yeah, I
Okay.
really appreciate. Yeah. So I really appreciate the response for this question, and we're moving to the fourth one.
Mm.
So Dumbo Frog asks, will there be any chance for free players to earn a decent amount of money? Is the game based on skills or strong NFTs?
Okay. Okay. Again, interesting question, right? Okay. So sure that we have a free to play mode, right? As I
Mm-hmm.
explained to Christian, that you can have some small amount of the government token, and then you can stake for just 7 days to get some to get several cards, and start play for free, right?
Uh-huh.
And even you play for free, right? But you still can have chance, to get some decent, very decent amounts, of tokens.
Reward.
You
Yeah.
know, I told already that when you play the Adroverse for free, or you have some, or pay, or you paid for some strong, character, some strong card, right? You still have, a chance to get a lucky ticket. You play a game, right? You get at least one ticket. If you use, a paid, card, right? So you get more, maybe three, maybe five lucky number, right? And then at the end of every month, we have a jackpot, lucky draw. And then
Mm-hmm.
if you are lucky, right, you can get maybe 50, 50K, USDT, right? It's a billion Vietnam dong, it's a really, really big, it's really
Yeah, that's quite
decent.
a lot.
And the other part of the question is that, is the game based on skill or strong NFT? So actually, we have both. We have both mechanism implement. Let's say that you have strong NFT, right? You have more chance to win, but it's not ensure, 100% that you will win in the battle. And it's still, depend on your skill, right? Because if you have, we have we have three school of NFT, and every school could be, if could be better on other school. So even you have a strong NFT, right? I have a weaker one, but there is still a chance, I can beat you. This is our algorithm. And more than that, right? More than that, uh, you have a skill and you have strong NFT, so sure that you have more possibility to win. And if you win often, right? So you get more reward, you get more bigger reward, right? But but if we just focus on skill player, so maybe social player will get boring and they would leave the game. So we implement a kind of a social gacha, right? Mechanism is that
Mm,
let's say if Kristen has you maybe you are not good at playing our game, right? But when played our game, so whatever you win or you lose, you still get a lucky chest after battle. And in many cases, I think that even loser get a get a gacha, I get a better gacha reward in the lucky chest than other and the winner. Sure that the winner will get bigger reward, right? So we guarantee that winner win get money, win earn a lot, right? But
right.
even loser can be lucky and can get a real decent amount of tokens. So
Mm.
we care a lot about economic design and it's one of very different aspect of the different feature of the Adroverse games.
Mm. Yeah, I can see that you guys are very considerate about, different level of players while enjoying the Adroverse game. And yeah, I think that's a very good point as well. So for the last question, so in the white paper, you mentioned interactive NFT designs. Can you elaborate more on the interactive part?
Okay, so for originally, right, the NFT it's a
Mm-hmm.
kind of a decision certificate and used to represent ownership of some kind of artwork, right? Like maybe
Mm-hmm.
picture, maybe a digital picture as JPEG, and it's simply a digital certificate, right? A kind of digital certificate. But in our games, so the NFT, it's more what to say, it's much more alive. We the NFT in our game, right? That
Right.
not it's not only the certification that Kristen owns some cards, but this NFT still that they have their own functions. Let's say you can rent you can rent the NFT from me. Let's say if I want to put some NFT in renting mode. So okay, so I just assign I just make some activity and put our some of my cards in a renting mode, right? And then the card can be act automatically from that point, and Kristen can rent our my card and
Mm-hmm.
without any further activity from my side. I mean that
Oh.
the NFT has some function you need, right?
Oh.
Into the smart contract, so it's more more alive. We used to say that we are giving NFT their own life, and even the lifetime, right? For example, after maybe 3 months, right? So the lower the level one NFC could be retired, in
Mm-hmm.
become inactive. So it's you see that very different from original in the first generation of NFT. Okay.
Yeah, totally got the idea. So yeah, I can tell that this user also has done a a lot of like research about the project before asking this. And I hope that they get their questions, their concerns satisfied by now. And we have basically finished all of the questions for our live today. So right now I would love to show us the lucky winners for the giveaway that I have announced before.
Mhm.
So let's open up the lucky wheel that we have prepared and, just draw to see who will be our winners.
Okay, I think my part, it's finished now, right? And
Yeah, we will say we will, wrapping up later after we're showing the five names.
okay. So
Yeah.
I want
So,
to say I want to send some wish to our audience, right? I wish they will be lucky, in this session, and will be very lucky playing Adroverse games, later. Thank you
great.
for hope to see you again.
I think there's some. Okay, there we go. So yeah, let's hit the button and then see who win our giveaway today. Oh, congratulations! So later on, Barmy will post a full instruction on how to claim your reward on our Twitter account and also Telegram channel. So guys, if you got your reward, don't forget to stay tuned and look forward for that. And right now, Marcus, would you like to say any last words to our audience right here before we wrap up?
Okay, I think I told it already, but okay, I just want to wish all the best for our audience, right? And we are waiting for you, to try our game, to our Adroverse games, and I hope you will be very lucky playing our game to get our jackpot reward later. Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
thanks.
And yeah, and also thank you for your time here with us today. And we have learned a lot about the project Adroverse. And guys, I just hope that you guys will get your chance and join Adroverse game in the future, and also get your reward. Right now, just keep following up with all the updates, with the news of the project, and I'll see you all in the next video. So let's say goodbye.
Okay, goodbye, and goodbye, Kristen too. Bye bye.